into the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account to get amazing odds boosts every single day. Rudo, AJ, Meghan, Blais coming at you live as the Avs take a 2-0 series lead in the Western Conference Finals as they take down Edmonton 4-0 to take both games at home. How can you not be feeling anything but good after that hockey game from the Avs side of things? Honestly. Great hockey, top tier stuff. You're up there with the expensive alcohols. I don't know any expensive alcohols because I'm too poor. What's an expensive alcohol, Blais?
Yeah, the one person. Well, actually, I have no idea. Maybe you're familiar with it.
Do you have expensive taste, Meghan?
No.
So the one person that might know.
I don't have. I'll drink whatever's in front of me.
Glenlivet, is that expensive?
Yeah, that is.
All right.
Yeah.
Did okay. I got one.
Johnny Walker. Certain label colors, like blue.
All tequila is not top shelf, so it's fine. As we have our winner shots getting passed out here. Look, let's start here. Was that the best game of the playoffs so far for the Avs? Was that the best played game?
Once.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No question about it. The best played game that we've seen this postseason.
I agree.
Let's dubs these up.
Yeah. Let's just drink these. Let's just drink
we're
these.
going.
We'll just dubs these up right now.
Yep.
Cheers, everybody. Well, that's pretty weak over there.
Dr. Dubs in the playoff house. You didn't get any goals in the first period, but even then.
And let's be real here. We have a 60-second rundown.
You're right. Don't let me take anything away from Blais here.
Oh, here we go. Back from vacation, ready to go. We got a timer up.
He's working on it. He was doing a lot of time.
You've got 60 seconds to get the
ready.
60-second timer up.
If you're here for the watch along, shout out Yahir for running the game.
Oh, here it goes.
What a monster.
All right, let's go. Let's run this thing.
1, 2, 3.
So look, we got to start with Mike Smith. Much better in the first period than he came out in the first game, right?
Yep.
Great first period.
Quality first period. The Oil looked good. They were playing well. The Avs and the Oil going back and forth. Great chances, great saves from both goaltenders out there. End of the period, I thought it was a good tie game. Both teams had a lot of chances. They were playing very well. Second period creeps around. Emotions are getting high. One thing I did notice was I got 25 seconds.
Better hurry, bud.
Oh, the coaches were a little off on the Oilers bench. Kind of runs through the whole team. Avs start putting some goals up. 3 to be, in fact, in the second period.
On 3 straight shots.
On 3 straight shots. Roll into the third. I think that's the best third period I've ever seen the Avs play
It was
this
quality.
year.
Dunzo. 4-0 final. Let's get into it.
Mostly Dunkathon. 4th goal of the third period to get it to 4-0.
It was pretty. It was.
Not an
It was
empty
dunky.
netter, but Mike Smith made it seem that way with the amount of whining he did about his glove. So.
Well, we saw we saw the crying on the bench as well from them as well.
Upset.
Very upset.
Let's rewind back to the first period because I think we all would agree the Avs were the better team at 5-on-5 in period 1. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. They were the better team at 5-on-5, but I mean,
I thought it was pretty even of
it didn't really
matter.
matter.
Yeah,
it wasn't the story of the period.
It didn't. And this is where we're getting. Avs go technically 0 for 3 on the power play, including failing to score on a 5-on-3.
Yeah, they had like a minute 40 or so of 5-on-3. And it wasn't even that they don't score, because sometimes that happens.
It just wasn't very good.
When you have 90 seconds, or you give a 90-second window to do as much damage as possible, sometimes it can be a little tough. But again, no sense of urgency. The same things that crop up when their power play does not play well. No sense of urgency. Nobody is trying to make the big play here. And a reticence to shoot.
Arguably their best opportunity, and Mikko gets the cross ice pass and just passes it.
And like you see what he's doing, but at some point you're like, okay, you're trying to make a better play here, get a better scoring chance.
Yeah.
But
Start with getting a scoring chance.
My big problem was McKinnon.
Sure.
Well, while the Oilers' defense is in shambles because they've been scrambling around, he gets the pass, and he, instead of trying to find a guy down low, he's got two of them down low who are unmarked. Instead of trying to make that pass, he takes the safe option, throws it out to Cale up high, and it allows the Oilers to reset. And that's a great job. It's the thing I talk about with McKinnon all the time. A great job of defending yourself.
Yep.
He makes himself easier to defend in that situation. He makes the 5-on-3 easier to defend in that situation. The one thing, it's all about open space on the ice, and they didn't execute with any of it. They tried to treat it like a 5-on-4, and they did not take any advantage of it. Their disdain for playing down low and trying to play from behind the net. The one thing I absolutely loved about St. Louis is 6-on-5 at the end of Game 5.
They played it deep the entire time.
They had two guys behind the net, and the whole defense had to scramble around, and Colorado didn't know what to do. You don't see teams play like that very often, and I would love to see Colorado incorporate a little bit more of those concepts of playing from behind the net and out. They only want to play out high, and when Cale is vibing and he's feeling confident and he's shooting, of course you love that. But Makar passes up multiple scoring chances on power plays today just because too deferential on the whole.
Sorry, it was bothering.
So, too deferential on the whole in the power play.
Yep.
They don't get anything out of it. You end up nothing at the end of the first period. You don't feel bad because it's 0-0 and you played well at 5-on-5, but your best scoring chance might have just been left on the ice.
It's 0-0 after one where you had 3 power plays. You're the home team. Edmonton comes out of that period and they feel like they won that period.
They feel great. Mike Smith plays great. He makes a number of big saves, like big saves. You mentioned it. A much better version of Mike Smith.
I mean, right off the bat, he got tested right away. And if he lets that one in, it's like Groundhog's Day, Game 1 all over
For
again.
sure. Like, it's you're off to the races at that point. And he plays a really, really good first period and keeps the Oilers in it. And after that, though,
I don't want to get out of the first period just yet because, Meghan, you weren't on the watch along. Was the first period as high-paced as it felt like back here?
It did feel high-paced. It was something that AJ touched on in the pregame about the neutral zone and that being an area of opportunity for Edmonton to shut Colorado down. And I don't think that was shut down on either end, and it felt like both teams were flying up there like a freeway. Particularly the Avalanche, though, when they were able to enter Edmonton's zone and stay there. What they did with their decisions with the puck inside the zone, there were some questions left. But otherwise, it was incredibly fast-paced, even with as many penalties as there were. I had some concerns about officiating leaving that period. It benefited the Avs, but I worried about how the rest of the game was going to be called from that point on as a result of that.
I think shots were 15-13 at the end of the first.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then the counter had it at like 14-13 coming out of the first into the
whatever. Yeah,
it was right in that area though.
Close enough, yeah.
And I think a theme that's going to crop up through this game is when you start to dig into the numbers. It was close at times, but the Avs came out on top on a lot of the battles when it comes to possession metrics and things like that.
Yeah.
And
what you'll see is that the Avs got better as the game went on.
Absolutely.
They continued with the offense. Edmonton did not.
Yeah.
Well, and you get into that second period, and it felt like the dam did break a little bit for Colorado.
Yeah, it was 14-13.
Okay.
And to my point, Avs shots on goal, 14-12-14.
Consistent.
Yeah. Edmonton's 13-6-5.
Yeah.
Fell off the map a little bit.
Yeah.
They did have some, like, through the first 2 periods, high danger chances. I think it was 6 Avs, 5 Oilers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, and then it kind of just dropped off, I think, in the
quality
third.
chances were close,
for
sure. And look.
Am I wrong, AJ?
No, he's not wrong.
I'm not looking.
Oh, okay.
I think you're exactly correct that it was 6-5. I think the Avs had the higher
you're
scoring
correct.
chances by a little bit.
Yeah.
But you get into that second period
By a lot of it.
by a lot of it.
After 2 periods.
Okay, after
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
yeah, fair.
It's 11-9 after 1.
So a little bit.
Yeah, and
then-
it's 3-3 high danger after 1
Yep.
at 5v5. So.
Well, and look at the way the Avs get it started. Sometimes hockey is not a complicated game. You have a goalie playing well, you're struggling to beat him, get a dude in front, get a tip on a puck. Nothing a goalie can do about
and
it.
the big thing that you love about that is we talked about second chances.
Yep.
Creating second opportunities and not giving those to Edmonton.
Yep.
That little goal outburst that we saw in the second period is all about extending possessions. Winning battles along the wall and creating another opportunity. Edmonton was too soft. They were a little too lackadaisical with the puck in trying to leave their zone, and Colorado jumped on it. They made them pass.
There's so much good work on these Avalanche goals that is going to go unremembered or unnoticed. And obviously, Lehknon scores the first goal. He gets the tip on it. But the forecheck work from that guy
Yeah.
Right.
is otherworldly. Like, someone help me here because I don't know how to explain it.
No, I mean he just wins battles. And when they traded for him, the one thing that I highlighted in my trade breakdown of it is that this is a guy that excels in an area where the Avs as a team were not very good, which is on the forecheck, retrieving pucks, winning battles in the corner, getting pucks back, and extending possessions. He's not the world's most skilled guy, but he does that aspect of the game at a really high level. One of the better ones in the NHL, in fact.
Yeah.
And because of the extended possession, you get another scoring opportunity. You get an open look. He goes to the front of the net, and he gets just enough of it to beat Mike Smith.
Literally just enough.
Yeah, he gets just enough. It did not take much. You see sometimes a guy will get way too much of a puck, and he'll take
Too much off it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it goes a crazy direction. You're like, geez, man, not that one. It's just the tip of the tip, and it changes direction just enough to
Goes
get
from
over that
in the
pad.
glove to under the glove.
Yep,
That's
gives
all.
him that 7-hole, and it's a perfect tip
Yeah.
for the situation.
Sell me on the second line, Megan. It shouldn't be that hard to do, but sell me on it.
I think a lot of it comes down to applying pressure on the forecheck, particularly in Lehknon. I think Nutrishkin had a better night tonight too. Sorry, I might have gotten a little mixed up there. But playing the puck on the cycle too, doing those, like winning those battles along the board, and that allowed them to, even when Edmonton was in possession, applying that kind of pressure and seeing it through on the cycle like that in the Edmonton zone allowed them an opportunity to retrieve the puck back if it took a weird bounce off the boards, to create scoring opportunities that they otherwise didn't have.
Yep.
Like, they did a good job creating scoring chances, and then the possession would end, and Edmonton would try and clear, and that line was like, we're not
What if you didn't?
not done with this. And they would just create more. And the way that it opened up the game, like, you're right, it changed that dynamic. The way that, especially because stylistically, the way that line succeeds is not the way that Nathan McKinnon and his line succeeds. Those guys are in transition. That's speed. That's guys cutting across the ice. We saw that line was vibing because they're winning puck battles. It's like the one thing that everybody's criticized the Avalanche for 20 years. Like, hard on pucks, hard to play against, strength on the forecheck. And that second line has given them, with Rantanen, has given them that extra little dimension of they forecheck and so effectively between Landeskog and Kadri and Lehknon.
It's relentless.
You're talking about two really, really, really smart players and then a really effective all-around guy in Nazem Kadri. And their work together is just so solid. And we saw it won them the game tonight. And to be honest with you, working their way through the playoffs, they are now 2 games into the conference finals, and their second line has won them a bunch of games now.
I mean,
it's no longer like, oh, well, remember this one game where they did the thing? Like, Nazem Kadri is legitimately building his Con Smyth case.
I don't think we're there yet.
I do.
But
I absolutely do.
Over Cale Makar, I don't think so.
I absolutely think that we're in that. We're right in that neighborhood.
I don't think we are.
Where betting odds would still go to Makar because there's a lot of hockey left, and obviously we're still early there. But his effectiveness,
not that he's not been great. He's been great.
Completely. It has completely changed how teams are trying to defend Colorado and failing.
Yeah.
They're failing.
Well,
this is the third round in a row that they are failing because that combination has taken over games while that first line takes on the best matchup that the other team has to offer and does fine. It's not struggling. It's just not scoring as much as we're used to. And those goals are going in with the second line because those teams aren't as deep. They're not as talented.
Well,
I mean, Gabe Landeskog and Mikko Rantanen on a second line, and then Nazem Kadri in the middle of the best year of his life. That is a first line on 20 NHL teams.
Yep.
It's not just the second line, right? Not to take away from them, but
of course.
Game 1, you get it from the third line. Game 2, you get it from the second line. The Avs go into these matchups saying, look, we can get it from anywhere.
Yep.
Well, they are.
Exactly.
Through their last 3 games, their fourth line is kicking the shit out of the other team.
Yep.
Such fire.
They were so comfortable with their fourth line tonight that Jay Woodcroft tried to sneak out Connor McDavid against him, and the Avs did fine.
Yep.
It wasn't even like, well, they survived that. They did fine.
Plenty more to get to in this game, but we are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account over there to get amazing odds boosts every single day. A bunch of good Avs bets you can take over there. A bunch of good non-Avs bets you can take over there. When you sign up with code DNVR, you can bet $5 on the NBA Finals. You don't even have to get the bet right, and you get $150 in free bets to go bet on whatever you want. Go make the big bucks. Play whatever sports you want. I was watching some good cornhole the other night, so that's an option.
Was it college cornhole?
And it is, I think so.
Yeah.
It's like the world championships or
Oh,
whatever.
no. So there's like college, and then there's also the pros. Okay.
You know better than I do, clearly.
Obviously, I spend a lot of time in front of a TV.
You could, probably couldn't have bet on Blais's hockey team. I don't know if that quite makes it on DraftKings.
No,
but
that's
maybe at Nationals you'll be able to bet on Blais.
beer league hockey. Yeah.
Go over there, use the DNVR code. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Of course, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. We're also brought to you by Sexy Pizza, who allegedly is going to be bringing us pizzas for every pregame from here on out. So
sweet.
Love it for that. But also, you can get 15% off when you use code DNVRAVS when you order a Sexy Pizza. Jump on it. It's bona fide New York style. The people who have lived...
Favorite type of pizza.
Yeah, the people who have lived out east have given us the okay. Like, yes, it qualifies as actual New York style pizza. So it actually counts. Jump on it. Go get yourself some. Pizza is delicious, and Sexy Pizza is even more delicious.
It's good. I've had it at the tailgates, at the Broncos tailgates.
So AJ and I have only ever had it once, and it was 2 days old, and it had been sitting up here at
2 days old?
Yeah, and it was still good. Yeah, Blais would
Throw
throw
that shit out.
Blais would throw that away at 12 hours. At 12 hours.
12 hours?
Like
2 hours after it comes to my door, it's out the door. It's either in my belly or out the door.
Go get yourself some Sexy Pizza. It's delicious stuff. Can't recommend it enough. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast. Second period of this game. Again, the second goal. Great work from Lehknon on the forecheck to not just win one battle, but consistently get back involved into the play. They work it out to Kadri. Kadri works it over to Manson. For a guy who had a terrible game one, maybe he wasn't perfect tonight, but what more can you ask of Josh
Great
Manson?
shot, yeah.
Like, genuinely cannot shoot a puck better than that.
It's a great
That
shot.
was a
It's a great
rocket.
shot.
Wow.
This far over the pad, like...
It's that good low hard shot that we used to see Tyson Berry make a lot in Colorado, where just over the pad. You're not trying to pick a corner, but you know that the goalie has a hard time.
Yeah.
Hard time getting
The glove
all
down
the
there.
way stretched
Yeah.
out.
16 inches off the ice.
Yeah, with the glove, but above the pad. And that's Mike Smith needs to make that save for Edmonton, and he
For sure.
doesn't. And that it just changes that game so much because, oh, look, 1-0. The Avs are playing really well, but now the building's rocking. The team's still vibing. And then the very next shift,
Right, so
that
immediately.
line, once again,
Goes out.
extends the shift.
Yep.
Josh Manson ends up by himself and just blows one past Mike Smith. And then at 2-0, you're like, oh, you blinked, and now you've got a mountain to climb.
Yep. Nothing's easy. Nothing's easy for Edmonton right here.
Yeah, and that's what you loved about those two goals especially is that they were earned.
Yep.
They are goals that they just outworked Edmonton. They out-executed. They earned them. It's not the other team making a world-class mistake at every turn and just handing you, oh, here's a breakaway. You know, here's a guy open on the back door or whatever. Like, it's the man, the Manson goal. Like, that's a shooter that just beats a goalie.
Yep.
Well, and they go on to make it 3 goals in 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yeah,
I think
3
it
goals
was
on 3 straight shots.
And this one, the third one, gets built a little bit differently, though.
Yeah, totally different.
The Avs are come out of their own zone.
Kane.
We talked about it on the watch long. Francouz plays a puck out effectively to his teammates.
Plays a puck in the corner to, I believe, Landeskog,
Yep.
who then moves it up the ice. And Landeskog was open where he could make a play with the puck.
Yep.
Instead of just being like, here's a 50-50 puck that could
Win
get
a
you
battle
in
along the
trouble.
wall,
And
yeah.
He instead of covering it up, he sees, oh, I've got a guy in the corner, and he just chips it to him. It's a great play by Frankie. It's a little play, but it's a great play because the Avs are prioritizing possession. We want the puck. We want to attack. We want to get up the ice. They did all of those things in that situation.
And they get it up the ice. Landy gets it up the ice to Kadri, and it's Edmonton getting caught on a change. It's the Avs taking advantage of not a ton, but just enough laziness on the Edmonton side, just enough of a lack of awareness. Creates a 2-on-1. Kadri, who has a 3-assist night,
It's a 3-assist, 3 minutes.
it sends it across, and Mikko finishes.
Yep.
And I don't know if this was the moose tonight, but you got enough out of Mikko, right?
Again, 2 games in a row where you're like, you're getting enough.
Yep.
You're comfortable there with the guy that you're getting, where you're saying, is this the full-blown dominant Mikko Rantanen that we've seen? No, but he's also not Casper from the Blues series. You're getting a much better version of Mikko, even with a couple of mistakes along the way, especially on the power play. A lot of their problems are running through him right now, but at 5v5, much better.
1 goal, 1 assist.
Just keeps doing the
Production.
thing. Like, you want to talk about it? I'm telling you, that guy is going to get, if things get to that point, that guy is going to get a Con Smyth vote or 2 along the way. Because somebody's going to be like, how are we not talking about this guy with 22 points? What the hell, man? And it'll be like, well, you know.
I know, I just love it because it's like his bar is so high because
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it in past years, what he can do. And you just want him to realize it now in these bigger moments.
Yeah.
And he is. He's putting up points, so you can't just like say like, oh, it's awful, but you just know there's another level to Mikko. Like you do see some laziness. He iced a lot of pucks tonight, which is fine. I'd rather have him ice it than being soft in the zone.
Yeah, well, get it. If you're icing it, it's not a third opportunity for them.
Exactly.
Like, you're at least getting yourself into a
It did
face-off.
cross the blue
50-50
line.
chance, yeah.
Yeah, like, of course you'll take an icing over. Oh, turn that over. And they just stuffed it into the back of our net to say thank you.
Yeah.
So suddenly, the Avs are up 3-0 in the second period.
Yeah.
And then the part of the game comes that everyone knew was going to happen because the Avs got 3 power play opportunities in the first period.
Yep.
Megan, talk to me about the penalty kill.
Penalty kill was excellent. I don't have much else to say.
It really,
I'm sorry.
It's
really,
that easy.
It-
Full
it's-
stop.
in this case, yeah. Because when
That's it.
when you build a great penalty kill, what do you need? You need no rebounds.
Yep.
Okay?
Clear pucks.
You need to clear some pucks. You need to win a battle or two. When you have an opportunity, you win a puck battle or two, and it ends up out of the zone. All of those things happened. They checked every one of those boxes on each of the penalty kills, and they were good.
Yep.
They did not allow any of the cute little backdoor shit. And the only really dangerous one-time opportunity came in the third period with Leon Draisaitl standing about a foot outside of the goal line, where it would have been.
The angle was impossible.
It would have been an incredible shot for him to score there. And if he scores there, then you just tip your cap and you're like, that guy's a monster. There's a reason he scored 50.
That's kind of like in the first period, though, too, with the puck flipping over the top of the net, like that weird-ass bounce.
Yeah.
Where they got that high danger chance.
And Puljujärvi ends up alone in front, and he just
whiffs it.
Shanks it.
Yeah, he
whiffs it.
just puts it wide.
Yep.
Just puts it wide.
Yep.
He was just as surprised as anybody. He was like, I'm going to the front of the net, and I'll hope that something happens. And then when it did, he was like, oh, God!
And
on the flukiest bounce, I've never seen a puck
that
do
was
that.
crazy.
I actually love Megan's reaction to me asking her about the penalty kill, because you come out of this game and what do you say as you're Edmonton? You come out of that game and you go, damn, the Avs are good.
the Avs, we shut down their power play, and they smoked us in every other facet.
Yep. Edmonton just got beat in this hockey game.
That's the one where if you're looking for separation between the two teams, what do they look like at their best versus not at their best? That was an ass kicking that they just laid on Edmonton tonight. The fact that all 3 goals come in a couple of minutes, well, welcome to Avalanche hockey. They live up to their name sometimes.
And
When it
not to
rains,
take
it pours.
away from Francouz on the penalty kill specifically, but he was just largely untested by comparison. And that is a credit to the Avs D-Corps and penalty kill unit, making his job easier.
The gap of the Avs defense in game 1 to game 2
God.
is monstrously huge.
Yeah, if you're the head coach of each team and you're saying, okay, we wanted to really tighten after an 8-6 game. We really wanted to tighten things up defensively. Now after game 2, which coaching staff is talking to their team and saying, yeah, like that?
It's not Edmonton.
Because I don't think it's Edmonton.
The other
They
team
gave
with
up
the backup
40 shots on
the
goal.
backup goaltender too.
Yeah, for a fair point. You have Pavel Francouz in there who has not played a ton.
Yeah.
He's played a little bit in this playoffs, but did not play in the entire St. Louis series. So it's not like he's in any kind of a rhythm coming in.
Yep.
He gave up 3 goals on 16 shots
Not
the
a
other
ton,
day, something
not a
like
ton,
that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was exceptional the other day. They scored 3 on him.
Yep.
But they needed to beat him in this game, and that didn't happen. He kept making the play.
Yep.
Darnell Nurse breaks in alone, and Frankie goes for the poke check.
What a stick. Oh, that was a great read.
They take away I don't remember which defender it was, but takes away the passing
Gives
lane.
him the one-on-one.
Yep, and says, okay, goalie got to do this now.
Yep.
And Darnell Nurse tried to make a move and beat him because Frankie was coming out really high on the crease and trying to be really aggressive. So he's a little more susceptible to a guy maybe making a move in that situation.
A deke move right there.
And that's a good read by Nurse.
Yeah.
Frankie just makes a better play.
Yep.
The poke check, he just makes a better play. And that's, again, the more that you look at, the more when you break this game down and you're finding what was successful and what wasn't, it's just
The Avs made better plays.
Colorado executed in those situations.
I agree.
Exactly.
They just outplayed Edmonton.
And I do want to talk a little bit more about that, but you've led us perfectly into our king of the game here, who, of course, when you put a 0 on the board in a playoff game, you're getting the king of the game.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter how many saves. When you put up a 0, talking about giving your team an opportunity to win, you can't lose.
Yeah.
Literally
If you have-
cannot lose.
If you record a shutout in playoff hockey, you cannot lose.
Yep.
Frankie put his team in a cannot lose position, and they did not lose.
Yep.
Yep. And look, there were squirrely moments. Frankie coming out of the net like a madman.
Trying to play the puck like that. Look, if Cody Ceci tries to flip that over his head instead of doing whatever the fuck he did,
It's going in the net.
who knows? But he didn't, and in the situation that they were in, he makes the play there.
Yep.
And he made every single play asked of him. You literally cannot ask more from a goaltender than that.
He played out of his
Holy
mind.
goal.
Well, and I think the big thing that you love about what Frankie did tonight is that he did not open up extra opportunities. Pucks,
Yeah.
he swallowed pucks. Pucks
Yep.
hit him in the chest and
Yep.
he ate them.
That
And if there
Tyson-
was one thing about Darcy Kemper's play throughout the entire St. Louis series, is that it did not, and the start of this series for sure, it didn't look like anything that hit him, he didn't know where it was.
Yep.
He didn't know where it was going. He didn't know what was going on with it when it hit him. He just looked lost. And when of course, like knowing what we know, he's got blurry vision. He literally can't fucking see the puck.
Yeah.
Like he's having, of course, puck tracking is a problem. When puck tracking involves being able to see it. And the difference there with the goalie that sees the puck and he's able to do what he has to from a technical standpoint to have it hit him in such a way, as you're going to say, the Tyson Berry shot from the point on the power play. Instead of that just careening off of him in a direction, what happens? He swallows it up,
Nothing there.
eats it up, and they go to a face-off.
You have, I believe it's Draisaitl and McDavid right there, ready for the rebounds.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Speaking of Connor McDavid and nothing, at 5v5 tonight, 28% expected goals.
Dunked on. Dare I say turbo dunked.
That's about as shut down as you'll ever see Connor
Yeah.
McDavid get. That's an exceptional job.
Well, how about Makar in that first period, that first rush?
that stick check?
That stick check was like, yeah, I've
The
seen
most
this.
casual thing.
See ya. Look, you might be beating me with your legs. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he stepped right into him and just poke checked
Yep.
the crap out of that puck. That was awesome. That's sending a message
It was
right there.
perfectly timed, and he was just like, look, you're an amazing skater, but now you're an amazing skater without the puck. Sorry. And it was going the other way. He went and got it, moved it up the wall, and everybody was like, oh, that was pretty easy, man.
Yep.
We are brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer of DNVR. You get 8 different kinds on tap down here at the bar, or find it at a local liquor store near you. Use the Breck Beer Locator online. They're also giving away tickets to every single Avs home game left in these playoffs. Look, no guarantee Game 5 happens in this series, but there's a decent chance it does. And if it doesn't, you get tickets to Game 1 and 2 of the Cup Finals. So,
Dude.
Dope.
win-win right there if you go to breckbrew.com. Get over there, get some beer from them. Their beer is delicious. Can't recommend it enough. Was drinking a Breck Brew Avalanche on the watch-along if you weren't with us, which please join us for those. A lot of Avs fans not loving the TNT broadcast, which I think they're fine. But if you don't like them, you can come listen to us instead. So it's an option.
They're a little Oilers centric, but whatever.
Also brought to you by Green Mountain Dental Group. Now, some people are going to raise their hands for this. I think this podcast is not particularly violent. We're not usually on the violent side of things.
I
But
don't know about Meghan. Anybody that comes up with that knife and a goalie theory
That's
is somebody
true.
that
You gotta
keeping
be
an eye
wary of
open
them.
around. I don't know about all that.
but I'm sure some of you wanted to rearrange Zach Cassian's teeth in the third period of this hockey game.
Not really, man.
I thought that was
I
hilarious.
feel like a bunch of other NHL players have done that for us.
Well, maybe Zach Cassian should get over to Green Mountain Dental Group then. Because they will take care of your teeth no matter what the problem is. They're extremely good at what they do, and they're very quick and effective. Everyone who switched said they've absolutely loved it. Look, it's a dentist. It's not going to be your favorite thing in the world, but they make sure to take care of you. You can go over there, get a cleaning, x-ray, and exam with them, and they'll get you a free Sonicare toothbrush so you can take care of your teeth at home. They'll probably tell you to stop chewing on your mouth guard if you're Matthew Tkachuk, because that can't be good for your teeth, but...
Yeah, not doing a whole lot of protecting of the teeth when it's flopping around while it's skating around out there, but whatever.
Nonetheless,
It's his face, man.
do what you want with it. Bring it to Green Mountain Dental Group if you want it taken care of.
Ex-Calgary Flame, Matthew Tkachuk.
Man, I'm so glad that we still have hockey to talk about.
Yeah, we're not into these
But
conversations.
this is going to be such an insanely interesting offseason for
Dude,
like 5 teams.
Flames are.
Yeah, like like Minnesota, Calgary, to a lesser extent, like Arizona, Pittsburgh. There are some teams with fascinating summers
Yes.
facing them where I'm just like, my love of that side of things, I'm super excited to get into that.
I love how July 15th is going to hit and everyone on this beat is going to sleep for a week.
Dude, no, July 15th, I fly to Vegas.
Oh.
I'm doing the exact opposite of celebrating the end of our season with sleep
You're
this
going
time.
out to party.
I'm going to Vegas. I am getting uber fucked up. I'm having my phone taken away from me so I don't get banned from Twitter this summer. And I'm having a wonderful time with my beautiful fiance.
Just remember hangover heaven.
Bro, you can't get hungover if you don't ever stop being drunk.
Just in case you need it.
Facts.
Greatest thing ever.
All right. Third period of the GNVR Avalanche podcast. Let's talk about the third period of this hockey game. Yes, only one goal goes in. Was it a particularly relevant goal? Honestly, no.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. The Avs played that third period. I mean, could you ask for a better way to play it with a 3-goal lead? Honestly. Excellent, excellent hockey.
Yeah, I think after the St. Louis game
Debacle,
5.
yeah.
Yeah, the game 5. Well, and then you
Even
have a
game
4.
one, they
you have a
give up a
4-goal
bunch of
lead.
goals.
They get
Yeah.
3 of them back, but you win by 1. You wanted to see a much more traditional, just stomp this out. Don't give it up. And I think everybody would have been like, if they get 1, like, okay, like
Whatever, yeah.
bummer, but okay, you've got 3 to give, right? I guess 2 to give to keep the lead, but instead, like what they do, you look at it, they outshoot them, they outplay them, they outscoring chance them, they do everything that you want in the third period, and you watch emotionally those two teams went in drastically different directions. They go, like, Colorado's like, we're just trying to lock this down. We take a 2-0 series lead here, and we are once again guaranteed we do not have to win a single game on the road to win this series.
Yep.
At this point, that is what we're facing. We get up 2-0 here. All we have to do is protect home ice the rest of the series, and we're in the Cup Finals, baby. That's it. All this talk, they were halfway done to getting into the round 3. They're in round 3. Now they're halfway done. And they knew that that's what that third period was about. Getting to that halfway mark, protecting home ice, doing a great job of not giving Edmonton anything to build on. And then Edmonton collectively filled their diapers more and more as the third period went on and turned it into an actual embarrassment. Evander Kane Kane was out entirely to settle scores and be all about Evander Kane. Zach Cassian pulling Bo Byram into the bench is the kind of childish shit that might have unraveled lesser Colorado teams who got caught up in that. All the Avs did was just get back to work. And they put the foot down and they said, great, you guys want to melt down? We'll get out of your way, we'll take the win, and let's get to Edmonton.
I do want to get into the nonsense at the end of the game, but first, this period ended 14-5 shots on goal. Edmonton is down by 3 at the start of the third period, and they get 5 shots on goal
for a reason.
Yep.
Because teams with leads sit back and and this is the exact opposite of that. This is one of those nights where the team leading just kicks the shit out of the team trailing and never stops. They just don't ever let up.
Well, and the good thing, too, was they are very patient with it. They weren't taking stupid chances, making stupid plays with the puck, right? These were honest scoring chances just done through great hockey. I mean, I thought that's the best third period I've seen them play this year.
It's the perfect third period.
Yeah.
You score. You don't give anything up. You outplay them at every turn. You don't give them anything. There's no emotional anything that they can build on heading into the next game. It's all, well, now every single ounce of pressure is on them in game 3.
Yep.
There is no anyone with any amount of non-bias, anyone who looks at this game other than through the most Edmonton glasses ever, knows that the Avs were the better team in this hockey game by a good margin.
And if you're looking through the Oilers only glasses, all you're doing is whining about officiating anyway.
Which didn't even hurt you.
Stan?
I hear you. I do. But it's not like Edmonton.
All the power plays at the end will skew that number.
Sure, but it
to
was
the point where they're like, "Whoa, 6-2 in power
Really?
plays." Yeah, it's really great.
really it was 3-2, right?
It was really 3-2. Too many men on the ice. That's on you.
Right.
That's not a judgment call. That's being able to count. Try that. And the rest of that is game management stuff at the end.
Yeah. Like I said, the coaching staff, after the first period, you saw what happened, right?
Aggressively
They were
chewing
melting
gum.
down about what was going on the refs.
So
they were
aggressively.
focused on the refs when they shouldn't be, because there's a game being played. So what, you feel like you got a bad call? You've got your assistant coach yelling at the refs, and your head coach is trying to stop it from happening.
Well, and like,
It's a bad look.
look at you take your tone from that guy, right?
Yeah.
You look at how Jared Bednar, and people have always been frustrated by the fact that Bednar
It's so calm.
and
yeah.
will not have that public meltdown when he's been wrong.
Yeah.
When the injustice of all unholy injustices have come down upon the Avalanche, he just stays calm. But when you look at how his team emotionally reacts in those situations,
They stay
they're
calm too,
taking
yeah.
their cue from the guy at the top.
Yep.
And watching, it's a great point, watching Edmonton's bench fully freak out in the first period.
Well, yeah, because the assistant coach starts going off.
the tone
Yeah.
of a team that emotionally is not handling the moment well.
Yeah.
Well, and-
They're
and-
so obsessed with and that is a fear-based thing. We can't give them calls. We can't be on power plays because they will beat us. These guys are already good enough. Don't give them any advantages. And then the team starts to buy into that. The team starts to eat that up.
Yep.
Okay, well, he's losing he's fragile. Now I'm fragile. And then
Well,
you
you
watch
could see the players as he was yelling at them. They started yapping, and you could see, what is his name again? I always forget the head coach's name again.
Jay Woodcroft.
Woodcroft,
Yeah. He's trying to calm the bench down.
Yeah.
Because the assistant coach
Yeah.
is losing his mind.
Well, and
It's not a good look.
and look, at the end of the night, you
Not
got
everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
And emotionally, you can't have that.
Yeah.
In the conference finals, like, they had done a great job. The Oilers have responded in every single game, too. This was a game, too, where things went against them.
Yep.
Things were not going their way. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are doing jack all in this game.
Yep.
And this is a perfect example. Those guys don't accomplish anything. What do the Oilers get done?
nothing.
Nothing.
And make no
Nothing.
mistake,
It drives home the point of who you are and how you handle that moment.
and it's not. Edmonton had 2 power play opportunities to get back in this hockey game in the second period,
At the end of the second, in the last 5 minutes,
and they
get 2
did
calls.
not.
Yep.
They didn't get it done, or the Avs stopped them, or however you want to look at it. It didn't work for them. Look, I don't. The fourth goal happened. If it actually mattered to the hockey game, I think we'd have a deeper conversation about Mike Smith losing his glove and what's going on
Well,
there.
and I never saw a replay, so I genuinely don't even know what happened
I
there.
really thought they were going to call that back.
So did I, but it just didn't matter.
It didn't matter because it wasn't on that side. They didn't even shoot it on that side, but it looked like, I know everyone's going to lose their mind. I believe Kadri comes through. There's a little bit of...
Was it Kadri or was it Keith's stick? I don't know.
Yeah, it was somebody, but it knocked the glove a little bit loose, and then, goalies always just kind of push off their gear when they can. Usually you get a whistle.
I thought they were gonna, but again, they're 4 minutes left, 6 minutes left in that hockey game, whatever it is.
I mean, it's not a deciding factor in this game whatsoever.
Yeah, see, we've got 2 comments back to back. Keith took it off, Kadri knocked it off.
See? So
There you go.
Got to go back and look at
And
it a
that
little
might
bit
be why
closer.
they didn't do anything
Yeah.
about it, because it was not clear.
Man,
But
Keith
totally
was out there
irrelevant, though.
Keith is out there just trying to ruin people's careers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to talk about this Landeskog hit on Kyler Yamamoto.
It was a clean hit for the record.
Because Yamamoto left the game, did not return, and then after the game, Jay Woodcroft asked the league to take a look at it.
They can. I think it's
So
a clean hit.
okay, clean hit.
Is this the one that happened in the second period?
Yeah.
The blindside hit on
where
Yamamoto.
Landeskog smoked
Yeah.
Yamamoto, kind of a blindside hit, and
Oh, man. I'd hate to speak on it without rewatching it. I thought it just had to do with the size difference in the players in
I thought
part.
so too.
I hate to say that.
Look, Landy comes in. Yamamoto has the puck. Is it on the blind side? Yes. Hitting someone from the blind side isn't illegal. He contacts the body first. There ends up being a little bit of head contact in the end of the hit, but he pushes through the body.
That's just a size difference there.
Yeah.
On that one.
I don't know what Landy's supposed
is this
to do.
not the
though.
exact thing that we've talked about with every controversial Jacob Trouba hit this year?
Yeah.
It's exactly
Well, he's
that.
just bigger than everybody, and I would like to see it again, but I don't. We saw 3 replays of it during the game, and I really didn't see anything. Outside of it being blindside, which is one of those things that they really don't want in the game, but he's eligible to be hit, and it's just. He's just not letting Landy just catches him, and I just don't.
And I said
I don't think Landy did anything predatory on the play.
I agree. And I said it when I watched it. If Landy misses that check by a foot or two and he catches him in the head, it's exactly like Falk
It's the
and
same.
Kadri.
It's the same
But
essential
he
hit.
didn't-
Yeah.
But he didn't miss.
Right. Yeah, it's a better hit.
What's that, or what's worse, that or was it Darnell Nurse hitting McKinnon with the elbow?
The elbow was up.
Elbow
I mean,
and stick was up.
Pick an elbow in this game. There were a few.
There
of
were a
them.
couple.
By the end of the game, there were a handful of elbows. I mean, you look at what Kane got called for going after Makar.
Yeah.
He gets rid of the puck.
I mean, that's a butt end.
It's
even.
a game. It's a game over, and he butt ends him in the face.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
A lot
like
of,
if you're gonna look at something, man, you've got to put that on the list.
Yeah.
If you are.
Yeah.
Because that's not a guy making a hockey play. That's a guy trying to hurt a star player
Yeah.
on the other team, knowing that his team has lost this game.
yeah. The
That's
nonsense.
It's not trying to set a tone. It's trying to hurt a guy.
There was no secret about what was going on in the last 3 minutes of this hockey game.
Yeah, well, and Kane just chasing around. Amazing bar song. Kane just chasing around Josh Manson and then going after Cale Makar
Yeah.
in the last few minutes. And I even said during the watch along, I said, you're only putting Evander Kane on the ice. You've watched him act like this the entire third period. You're putting him on the ice for the reason of you want this.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you're after. And that's one where, hey, look, a coach has to be responsible for that decision. You're not trying to score a goal. It's 1 minute left in a 4-0 game, you asshole. What are you doing?
I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing.
And
Let's
that's
not-
exactly what I'm saying. The entire from I can't believe she just turned
straight
that
up
off.
skipped, but
From the entire from head coach all the way down to the end of that bench, emotionally got swallowed up by the moment and could not handle it tonight. Does not mean that they're incapable of winning in game 3. Does not mean they're incapable of winning the series. Just that tonight, this one night, the moment got them, and they shrank from it in a big, big way.
agreed. Okay, let's get into these super chats and then we'll wrap things up.
Yeah, I got writing to do tonight. I am invested in leaving.
$10 from Josh. Spent the whole day putting together a Lego typewriter to calm my nerves. Worked like a charm. Love you guys. Great win and shutout by Frankie. Thank you, Josh.
Hell yeah.
$5 from Kyle. How does Naz not get a contract offer from Denver after these playoffs? Feels like 2022 Kadri is everything the Avs spelled incorrectly.
The
wanted
problem
from
is
him.
the money
They'll-
sign
they-
after
they
that.
will give him an
contract.
They will absolutely offer him something, but it will be within the confines of what they feel they can afford moving forward.
Yeah.
$2 from Kevin. Holy F, Frankie, go Avs, go Liddy.
Yeah.
Well said.
Couldn't put it better. $20 from Dave for Megan's book collection. Show it off. What you got today?
It's just my notepad. I feel like when I have my phone out, it looks like I'm not interested in the conversation, so I didn't want to have my phone in front of me.
Book keeps you involved. I like the take.
Well, it's like actually notes
She's got like a ton of notes.
Yeah.
too.
from the
Look at that.
game to talk about, because I normally put them on my phone, but I look like I'm looking on Twitter when I'm on my phone.
No, that's
does
over.
look
On,
bad.
that's over on this side of the couch. That's
I've
going
been
on.
accused of looking bored.
$5 from Borat. So, we doing a playoff party bus or what? Not unless you got thousands of dollars
Yeah,
to spend.
so expensive.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Also, best defensive game all playoffs so far, if no one said it yet.
True.
Yep.
We would love to do a playoff party bus, but that is a wildly expensive venture.
Not affordable thing.
Might as well be limos.
You're spending that much. I mean,
Well, there goes the yacht fund.
$20 from Alex today absolutely sucked. Thanks for building a community around this crazy hockey thing and being a much-needed distraction. Go get you a yacht. Let's fucking go, Abs. Hope you're doing better than
Yeah.
whatever today was, Alex.
I hope it got better for you,
Yeah.
man.
$10 from David. Went to the bar for the first time for game 6 and 1. Best place to watch a game. Best team to watch. What a game. Get a couple of Avalanche Ambers. Go Avs,
Jesus,
go.
you still got it wrong
I
after
know,
4
yeah.
tries.
Well, he's guessing.
All right,
There was something up
Blame
in front
y'all
of it.
here.
Wait, what am I being blamed for?
You had the screen up in front of the super chat while he was trying to read it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even think that's yeah. I think that's the one that's like, hey, you got another super chat, by the way.
Yeah, I was trying to like.
$6.50 from 22 paper dolls. Freaking love these guys and this team. Great win. Everyone enjoy it. Kane and Co. is going to have to wear a new diaper to fill on the flight home.
Team Diaper.
Team diaper. $10 from Jason. Sup, AJ. Avs are in the Oilers' head, right? Right?
Jason and I go way back.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to that guy.
They're in their heads. They're certainly in Mike Smith's head.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
$20 from Dave for Megan's boot collection.
Boo. I bet that's what they meant originally.
How many
Thank
pairs
you.
of boots do you own?
So many.
I won't ask for a number.
I feel like there's got to be a thing that each of us all own that's like distinctive for our personality.
Is there?
I don't know. I feel like there might be.
Brimmed.
We'll move on for now. We have a lot of these.
Brimmed hats.
AJ's is hats for sure.
I do
I feel like
hats.
mine is either jorts or DNVR merch. So.
Mine's
Easily
knit
jorts.
brimmed hats.
Yeah.
These shorts might be making a.
These shorts?
Yeah.
You know.
They're real dad vibe shorts right there.
Oh, what? These are great
you
shorts.
look like you're about to go participate in field day with your kids. You look like you're about to go do an
Dominate field day.
Yeah, go do an
Dominate
an
field
egg
day.
toss with your middle child.
That's right. That's right.
$10.
I've got 2 middle childs.
$10 from Monkinator. Dr. Dubs domination. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
$2 from Jake. Frankie. Many hearts. My girlfriend, Katie.
Okay.
You're about to get replaced, Jake. Better watch out for Frankie. 5 pounds from Metalhead. Go Avs go. Now we go to Edmonton and maintain our unbeaten road streak. Oilers have no answers at all. Let's go.
That is going to be
Love
a
it.
wild ass atmosphere for game
It's
3.
going to be popping.
That
Oh.
place, that building is going to be downright raucous.
the
The
cheap,
sea of orange.
literally
yeah.
the seats like against the wall in the third row cost like $700
Yeah.
in that building.
It is going to
so-
be that little plaza of Oilers fans is going to have a few more people in it than it did tonight.
I had a few more people at the beginning of the game.
Well, everybody's got places to be at some
that's
point,
true.
you know,
Yeah.
priorities. You got groceries to shop for, boots to buy.
Boots to buy.
You know, we all have a
$10
thing.
from John. Couldn't say it any better than AJ. Thumbs up.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but I definitely agree.
Diapers.
$1 from the definitely real, actually is for sure Peter Worrell.
Most definitely, actually, Peter Worrell.
For sure. $10 from Cody Parker. Frankie says, relax shirt right now.
The only thing that sucks about Frankie's success is having to hear this fucking phrase.
It's not the best phrase.
We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. There was a song. Once upon a time. We get it.
$2 from
Gotta be something else Frankie related in the world.
$2 from Vaguely Sober. Evander Kane can take this L back to Edmonton.
It's true.
$5.
Can't spell Oilers without the L.
Hey. There's also no W in Edmonton, so.
There isn't.
$5 from William. There's a W in that. EJ would be a $12.5 million defenseman if he played for Edmonton, I guess.
Dude, don't give Ken Holland ideas. He might straight trade for EJ in the offseason the way this is going. EJ's been that good.
He's been playing great.
Yeah.
He's also that old and that expensive that Ken Holland is like,
Are you my next Mike Green?
dude, this next Duncan Keith. That'll be a pairing opening night.
Wow. $6 from Megan. 6 more wins to go, fam. Love y'all.
We love you, Meg.
Me gerbs.
$5 from James. Could we see a McDermott versus Kane sighting if we get up in Game 3? Give us Bone Bednar.
Sure, who are you taking out of the lineup so that fight can
That's a
happen?
bad idea.
Nobody.
You taking out Jack Johnson
Nope.
and playing 5 defensemen and playing Curtis McDermott 3 minutes? You taking the chance that Connor McDavid gets thrown out there when they
Yikes.
have change advantage? You want to take that chance
Very
so that
true.
you can get your blood
Very
thirst
true
on?
on away games. Yeah.
That's what you want? You gonna take out a 4th line guy with the 4th line playing really well? You sure that's what you want?
Too much of a liability for one fight.
Just to get your anger on for a bad hockey fight?
Nope. $10 from Josh. In the past, I mentioned my parents are hardcore Leafs fans, and I caught my mom cheering for Frankie and Kadri tonight. LOL, beginning to wonder if she is a closet Avs fan.
My favorite development so far of this postseason is Team Mom getting on the Avs bandwagon. He's got it going on. I called my mom the other day, and all she wants to do is talk about goalies, and I'm like, this fucking rules.
My mom showed up to the bar tonight.
That's what I'm saying. My mom's like, oh, if they win the conference finals, I think I should fly up there and go to a Stanley Cup final game at the bar, and that way I could just be AJ's mom and
Let's
say thank
go.
you.
Yes.
And say thank you to everybody who supports you. And I was like, this is the cutest shit I've ever
Need
heard.
this in my
Mom
life.
tour.
Dude,
More pure mom edition.
Warped Tour Mom Edition.
we should get a, what's your mom up to?
What's my mom up
Yeah,
to?
we should get all of our moms to come on and do a pregame pod.
Open the show for us or
Yeah.
something.
Oh my
Love
god!
it.
To open a Stanley Cup Finals Game 1 postgame
Yes.
pod. All of our moms are on
We
set for the
love
first
it
5
so
minutes.
Oh, my mom would be down. She likes to talk hockey too.
Dude, it would be. This is my favorite idea ever.
Show up for the first one.
Yes. Yes.
That's so cute. Oh, my mom would love it.
$2 from Zeke. Absolutely loving the ride. Let's go, Avs. Thank you, Zeke.
Oh yeah.
$5 from roommate extraordinaire. Blaze, don't let these youngins comment on your shorts.
He says that- He has some of these.
That's right.
He's got some of
No,
those
he's
shorts.
just got good taste.
$5 from Jamie. $1 for every goal and 99 cents for the extra salt the Oilers had today. Didn't feel like the Avs did anything to cause the extracurricular stuff.
Yeah, they didn't really get too. They didn't really get too involved in it when it started either.
Yeah.
A very specific number from Candors here. $27.64. $1 for every Frankie save. 91 cents for every Kane penalty made.
Nice.
And we got a couple more late ones here. $10 from Matthew. I want to hear what this run means to you guys.
Not yet.
Too soon.
Yeah, that'll be a thing that when this
When
run,
they win or lose, you'll hear about
when
it.
when this run comes to an end.
We got to
'cause
be able to
it's-
bookmark that though, so we can come back
It's
to
meant
it because
it's meant a lot already,
Yeah.
but there are so many behind the scene things going on.
Not a special treat for everybody at DNVR this offseason, so that might be a part of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
lot of things are going to happen.
yeah. Whenever this run in particular ends, there's going to be a lot of. It ends in tears no matter what.
Yep.
True.
It ends in
Very
tears.
true.
And $5 from El Joserino. Tonight really threw a wrench in NHL tonight's daily McDavid highlight.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the next 2 days for them to be talking about Connor McDavid.
Where's Connor McDavid?
While playing highlights from other games. To be like, look how dangerous he is. Look, he's Connor McDavid. You can't shut this down. And then you're just like, can't?
I don't know how you ask for anything better than what you saw out of the Colorado Avalanche tonight.
Yo, Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm?
Yeah.
Top cover?
The best version of Smooth Criminal.
Top cover?
For sure.
One of the few covers that's better than the original?
Yep.
Alongside Boys of Summer by the Ataris?
Fair.
Cool.
I feel like there's a couple other ones out there.
Yeah.
There's so many different versions of Hurt. That
I don't know.
I will say that this is a great cover. It is not better than the original. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
Sorry.
All right. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Blaze is Billie
That is
Jean.
not-
Confirmed.
That is not a good. That's not a good take, man.
All right. Any final thoughts on Game 2 on the series?
You'd love to, we love to talk about momentum and stuff. I'm not a big believer in game-to-game momentum,
Sure.
but all pressure is now on Edmonton because losing Game 3 gives the Avalanche four
Even-
cracks at sending you home.
I mean, even if you lose a game, if the Avs come out of Edmonton 3-1,
yeah, but Game 3 is,
it's the next one. I get it.
Game 3, there's so much pressure, Game 3.
But I'm saying the Avs
Because-
essentially have 2 free rolls here, too.
Yeah, but Game 3 in particular, because it's the one that's coming up.
I hear you.
We can't play Game 4
I get
because
it.
Game 4 could be for a
I get
friggin'
it.
sweep, man.
Go
We don't
1-0. I
but,
get it. Go 1-0.
Game 3, there's so much pressure. And look what happened when things didn't go their way tonight.
They melted
They
down.
cracked, dude. And that's without a raucous crowd with sky-high expectations for every shift for you. Like, that's where your crowd becomes a double-edged sword. Because as soon as they turn on you, if the Avs get up 2-0 in the first period of Game 3, they will turn on you. And then you are going to be as tight as can be for the rest of that game. And and life is just going to be goddamn miserable for them at that point. Like, Colorado has pushed this already to this could be a very, very fascinating Game 3. I always say that Game 3 is the hardest of the series to win when you're the road team, because you've played 2 games. That team is desperate to get back home. That crowd is ultra fired up. No matter what the series state is, that crowd is ultra fired up, and Oilers fans are going to be bananas.
It's going to be wild. $2 from Jeremy saying Bednar scripted a perfect game plan. Bednar's game plans have always been good. The Avs just executed, man.
Yep.
$5 from Billy. You saw a team, the Avs, that were unhappy with the last game and changed their game, and a team, the Oilers, who were happy with the last game and didn't.
We talked about this.
Yep.
One team was feeling like, we've got all the moral victories, and the other team was mad that they won a hockey game.
Chat, we love you all, but we can't keep doing this. We can't stay on the air forever for all of your super chats.
Yeah, we do love you guys, though.
Thank you for the 5 Profound Narwhal. Go Avs Go is trending on Twitter. Let's go, boys.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Final thoughts, Megan, Blaze. Get us out of here before we get another one.
Capture this game in a bottle and then just use it for every game here on out.
Yeah.
Play like that, you win the cup.
Not sure what happens with Kemper, but really excited for what this means for Frankie and his confidence if he does need to start
Yes.
Game 3.
Great point.
Frankie is locked up by the Avs for a couple more years. So there is that. Obviously, it was an excellent game. We hope you all loved it. We are going to get out of here. We appreciate all of y'all along for the ride. I think we peaked at like 1,100 viewers on the post-game
Awesome.
show. That's y'all are
Thank
insane.
you.
Absolutely insane. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Just a quick, our support is way, way, way up. Our viewership is way up and all that stuff. We love you guys to pieces. It
Yeah.
means the world that we're here every day and we're doing all of this and we're up until 5 a.m. doing things and, but the fact that you guys are here consuming all of it, it really does. It means the world to us.
It does. Genuinely. Can't say enough about you guys. We appreciate it. We will 50-50 on whether we do a show tomorrow. We'll see.
I would say don't plan for a show tomorrow.
There you go.
We're going to use it as kind of Jesse travel day, and
We got the game Saturday, so
yeah, we've got a game Saturday, so we're kind of going to use it as a
rest day.
yeah, we're going to use it as a day off.
6
and-
o'clock Saturday.
6 o'clock set. Well, 5:30 Saturday for the
Yeah.
pregame. Probably won't be the mom pod, but maybe someday.
That's my favorite idea.
Oh, I want that
I love
so
this
bad.
idea.
We hope to see you then. Of course, tune into all of our post-game coverage. AJ will be writing Evan's grades. I'll have a video up in the morning.
I might call him this one up. There's lots to say.
Yeah, there you go. We love you. We will talk to you on the next one.
Bye.